is by starting people on a part-time basis. It's the only comfortable way to learn this business. It is sad for somebody to have to go make a sale to put food on the table. That's a sad way to understand the business.
Toughest decisions for people to make is to make that decision to come full-time and decide this is a career for them. But within the last year, there are so many great things that we have in A.L. Williams today. And all the things that are in position at A.L. Williams, I encourage people to come full-time once they can decide that this is something that they can do as a career, something they can see themselves doing successfully. I think the opportunity is that great that they owe it to themselves to give it a 100% commitment. And part of that big commitment would be making that full-time decision.
You can just see every day he comes to introduction meetings with guests every week, and he seems to have a couple sales a month, 3, 4, 5 sales a month part-time, and he comes every session, he comes every Fast Start School, every A.L.Williams seminar. He's everything. And he seems to stay later than most people, come earlier than most people. He just seems to really want everything he possibly can. And he's willing to pay a price. He knows that it's not going to be easy. He's willing to do that, but his goals to achieve something are far greater than any price he's got to pay. And that, to me, is a key element if anybody wants to go full-time. If he doesn't have that element, I strongly suggest maybe not go full-time, just a personal decision on my behalf.
And once he gets that part-time income up equal to his old income, he has that confidence. He knows he can come. And the thing we try to tell our people, if you ever decide to go for it, buddy, you make it. Don't get in halfway and then decide to turn back. And that crucial factor is having that confidence. Get your income up to that level so you know that you can do it. Whether you have a management team or not, you know personally you can make it.
If a person has enough money and enough experience to put himself in position from a self-confidence standpoint, in other words, if he's been a successful part-time person, he knows the basics, he knows the fundamentals, he knows above all that he can go out there, if all else fails, and win himself by producing. If he has that kind of self-confidence, then I have no problem at all encouraging as much as possible, boy, you are ready for full-time, because the building of the people organization is going to take an extended period of time. It's going to take months to really build that organization solid and big.
Look for the winners, the people that have stuck their head up somewhere in life before, and identify those people to the point that those are the people you work with and you encourage to come full-time as soon as possible, because they understand basically what we're doing. If they've been in their own businesses, if they've been in management, if they've been in sales before. And
well, they'll begin on that part-time basis and continue with their work, and they're kind of holding on to their security blanket, like you did with the police department, I did with the church. We kind of think we got to hang on to this income that we have, but then all once on a part-time basis they can double and see where they could triple and 4 and 5 times. And I really think that what you said, if they're not full-time in 90 days, I think we have failed, really, in getting this point across, especially to a good person.
One thing that I think our people really need to learn is that you are the one, and your people look at you. You may have a great RVP or you may have a great senior vice president, but at your organization, and people look at you. And there comes a time with your organization where if you're not willing to make the commitment to go full-time, to give the full amount of help and service and support to your organization that you need to give it, that your organization will begin to dwindle and you'll lose that momentum that is so important. And once you've lost it, it's almost impossible to pick it back up again.
If a guy has or a gal has the ability to close business, quality business, and understands the basics and the fundamentals, they should come full-time. They should be, in a position of having people under them, hopefully at sales manager, district manager type level, and then it's nothing but a downhill road. But without that experience, that key knowledge, that self-confidence that they need so bad, if they depend on just other people for all of their potential and for their income, then they can have problems. So when we see a guy or a gal who's got that kind of basic background, then we really think the time is perfect for full-time.
He can be in management and already have a management team, and so when he goes full-time, number one, he can go full-time a lot sooner because he's already got a management team that gives him so much more security. In the past, when people went full-time, they normally had income coming from no one, it was just them. And the Navy should go so much faster because our management system has been refined and it's so greatly improved now than what it used to be.
If they'll just make the decision to go out to do what we tell them to do, they're going to make the money. They're going to make the money necessary so that decision can be easier from the standpoint of having the confidence of knowing that you're part of an organization that's going to be here forever. And because of that, I think it's so much easier to encourage people to make that decision to come full time.